Join us. La 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 Shanu b'mitzvotav, b'mitzvotav. Mitzivanu, mitzivanu lehalikne, mitzivanu, mitzivanu lehalikne, mitzivanu, mitzivanu lehalikne, shel Shabbat. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. La 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 Shabbat Shalom. Welcome. When we started to sing, the clouds started to go away, so you have to make sure we keep on singing. So welcome to Musical Shabbat as we bring prayer into our Shabbatot. This evening we're celebrating a lot of things. We're celebrating endings, we're celebrating rites of passages, we're celebrating new beginnings, just being together on what was just a few minutes ago a beautiful spring evening, but will become again a beautiful spring evening. We're celebrating community and graduation and our graduating students who have contributed so much to this community. It's also a month where they were celebrating everything they've done in so many other buildings and communities. And we're marking other kinds of new beginnings for some people. Not sure if this is a word, but empty nesthood. End of eras for almost everyone here. And also gratitude for our tireless teachers who've been giving mind and soul to transmit a living tradition to our students. So we'll be expressing gratitude to our teachers as well. But it is Shabbat. Shabbat is here. We're welcoming Shabbat with song and prayer. Hopefully no rain. We're doing as the Kabbalists of Tzfat who created this service. They used to go out into the fields, their heart full of yearning for the bride Shabbat, the Shekhinah, the feminine presence of the divine, bringing Shabbat into the weekend. Please join us in our red prayer books. We have transliteration from almost all of our prayers. Please sing with us, pray with us. We begin on page 11, our journey through the Psalms.
Arba'im shana kutiko va'omar amnui levaveh imnu yadud ranai asher nishba'ti yagid im yilohu
We turn to page 13. Shivul Adonai, sing to Adonai, a new song. We know a lot of us here are going to be singing new songs in their lives very soon enough. We're on page 13. Shivul Adonai Jirada, Shivul Adonai Olam, Shivul Adonai Baruch Shemo, Masu Miyom, Miyom Yeshuato, Safu Bagoyim Kevono, Kolami Nifleotav, Ki Gadol Adonai, Umeulame, Noah, Agol Elohim, Ki Kol Elohei Amimeli Adon Shamayim Asa, Ove'adam Lefanav Ove'tiferet Beminasho, Avol Adonai Mizbecho Lamim, Avol Adonai Kavo Ba'or, Avol Adonai Kevod Shemo, Seu Milah, Volechas Todah. Alai be joy, alai, 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 Page 50.
צדיקים באדוני, יודו לזכר קודשו.
Turn to page 17.
שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, כי נפלאות עשה. הושיע לו ימינו וזרוע קודשו. הודיע אדוני ישועתו, לעיני הגויים גילה צדקתו. זכר חסדו ואמונתו לבית ישראל, אהוב עשי הארץ, אבי ישוע אלוהינו, הביאו לאדוני כל הארץ, פיצחו ורננו וזמרו, זמרו לאדוני בכינו. בכינור וקורא זמרה, בחצות זמרו וקול שופר, הריעו לפני המלך אדוני, עירם הים ומלואו, תבל ויובש וימה, נהרות ימלאו רב, יחד ירננו לפני אדוני כי בא לשבור הארץ, לשבור צבר וצדק וימים מישרים. יאללה 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 יאללה
Go to page 19. Please rise. We are on page 21. We turn to this psalm for Lecha Dodi, about the mysterious power of the universe, the wind blowing the pages of the Siddur, shattering the cedars, sending forth the trees to dance like calves, splitting the mountains, but also blessing us all with peace. Seated, we turn to Lecha Dodi, or on page 23 in the Sidurim. From the start, from ancient times, she was chosen, last made, first planned. This is our beloved prayer in the middle of our Kabbalat Shabbat service. Lecha Dodi, page 23. When the spirit of Shabbat begins to rest upon us, please join us.
וזכור בדיבורך, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני ירדו שמועך, לשם ולתפארת ולעילה. לה 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 לה, לך אלוהי לקרא קהלה, לה 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 לה, בני שבת וקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי בכל הברכה, מראש מקרב נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תהילה. לה 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 לה, איך אדוני לקרא קהלה, לה 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 לה, בני שבת נקבלה. התנערי עפר קומי, שבתי פתחמי, היה ונשאר בית עמי, קרבה אל נפשי גאלה. לה 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 לה, איך אדוני לקראת קהלה, לה 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 לה, בני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי, 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 אמהורך קומי אורי, אורי אורי שידברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. יה לה 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 לה, איך אדוני לקרא קהלה, לה 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 לה, בני שבת נקבלה.
We go directly to the last stanza. We rise to greet the bride Shabbat.
Please be seated. Please be seated. Before we continue with our Ma'ariv service, this is going to be one of our moments where we're going to hear from our graduating students who've contributed so much to our synagogue over the years as madrichim, leading and helping our younger students, leading junior congregation for many years, just being part of a community of ongoing learners studying with their teacher, Mark Stopek, immersing themselves in Jewish texts. Really just, each one of them in their own way, being an intrinsic, engaged, committed part of our community. So we're going to hear from two now and two later on. We're going to hear from Sadie Goralnik and Ethan Niewaner. First, I'd like to invite Sadie to come up and to share her words with us.
Just before the wind takes away my speech, so. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom!
Being part of this temple has shaped my life in various ways, starting from preschool and continuing through religious school. During my time in Hebrew school, I was able to expand my understanding of my faith and explore the rich history of the Jewish people. And I'm not gonna lie and say that a little 12-year-old Sadie was just dying to go to Hebrew school every single Sunday, but really I am glad that I stuck around at least for high school. From subjects such as Dracula to famous statues, there's always been something interesting to look forward to, and people who I looked forward to seeing, making Hebrew school and the discussions that come with it a highlight of my time here. Because of this, if I could tell the younger kids anything, I would tell them that it does in fact get a lot more fun as the years go on. Your classmates and the strong connections you make will hopefully continue even past high school, and will be what make or break the whole thing. I tell them not to let anyone stop them from saying what they want to say or learning what they want to learn, but more than anything, remembering to stick with each other and help each other out through that process. On that note, I would like to thank Mr. Stopek for all your help in the past 4 years, as well as all my other teachers in the years prior. And thank you to all my fellow graduates and classmates for the community you've helped form. And also thank you to all the younger kids who I've been a madricha for always filling me in on the cool elementary school gossip. Above all, I want to express the incredible feeling of belonging to the Har Zion community. This place will always be part of who I am, and I eagerly look forward to continuing this journey in college. Toda rabah.
Shabbat shalom! Sadie! Now, Ethan Niewaner.
Hello. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom!
Every week, as the 12-person Sunday school class trickles in, water bottles clenched in hands, running around briefly before finding their seats, I ask them about their weeks, drape their hastily discarded coats on chairs, and begin to set up for Havdalah. In those moments, as a madrich, it is easy to reminisce upon my own time in religious school. In the same classrooms they now occupy, I forged my own Jewish identity. The stories of Jacob, Noah, and Moses captivated me. Documentaries about Israeli culture and traditions informed me, and learning Hebrew brought me closer to my religion. In the same seats where the kids I helped teach now sit, I learned how to be a student in and member of my Jewish community. But I grew up. I spent COVID teaching Hebrew over Zoom, and when I returned in person, I was in Madrid. Since then, I have shared the responsibility to ensure these kids experience the same inviting environment I have afforded, and develop the same meaningful connection to their Jewish identities that I forged. I share some of the headaches too. At the very least, I am something of an authority. Hopefully, I am also something of a role model. This past school year, I have alternated between spending Sundays in my classroom with Mr. Stopek and serving as a madrich in the first and second grade classroom with Mr. Andy. Downstairs with Mr. Stopek, our class explores varied issues, from biblical dramas to modern-day conflicts to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Our conversations ebb and flow in unpredictable ways, but the content is always fascinating, nuanced, and relevant. In the children's library with Mr. Andy, I help supervise as the kids learn letters, sing prayers, and play. In one, I am still a pupil, and and in the other, I have become a leader. The beauty of this religious school is that I have gotten to be both. So, to those still rising the ranks of religious school, to those still developing their position in this community, savor every role you find yourself in, as each offers something distinct and rewarding. Thank you to everyone who has helped me along the way, and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Yeshakoa, to both of you for beautiful speeches. I have more words to all of you later after we hear from all four. But now, keeping in mind those heartwarming comments, let us rise for the Baruch Hu. On page 39a, we face across Harlem to Jerusalem. If you could squint enough, you might see it. Page 39a. Please be seated. We turn to a responsive reading on the far left column of page 39a in English. Please join me to the far left of page 39a. Beloved, are you eternal God, by whose design the evening falls, by whose command dimensions open up and eons pass away and stars spin in their orbits? In rising sun and in spreading dust, creator of all, you are made manifest. Beloved, are you Adonai for this hour of nightfall?
Last 5 lines, page 4. Ki hem chayei.
Turn to page 43b for another responsive reading. 43b. You proclaimed the covenant on the seventh day. You declared it and agreed it. We listened and we loved this day. We inherited delighting in its remembrance.
You began its command with the word remember, Zachor.
From the time you bestowed it, joy filled the hearts of Yeshurun, the people you redeemed.
Securing the cause of righteousness.
You exalted Shabbat as a sign between us forever. In 6 days your world was formed. On the seventh day you rested.
And on this day Israel, your people, rest.
To honor your name, they sing songs of praise to the one deserving of praise.
The song we have is on page 44.
Moshe Miriam, Bnei Yisrael, Lechanu Shira, V'simcha raba, Yameru kulam, Mizamor, Vaylim Adonai, Mizamor, V'edar Kodesh, Yorati lo, Oros Efelem, Yorati lo, Oros Efelem. Malchutecha, Ra'u panecha, Bokei hayam, Mipnei Moshe, Zeli, Anu ve'ameru.
Adonai, Yimloch le'olam va'ed. Adonai, Yimloch le'olam va'ed.
Kifada, Adonai et Yaakov, Ugalo mi'aretz Chazak, Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Am Yisrael.
Turn to page 45, Hashkivenu. After Hashkivenu, we will hear from 2 more of our graduating students. We'll turn to page 45, our prayer of protection. Prayer we have over all our students. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, Ve'amidenu malkeinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leShalom, Ve'amidenu malkeinu lechaim. Ushmor Seitenu Uboenu Lechaim Ushalom Be'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom Amidenu malkeinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leShalom Amidenu malkeinu lechaim. We're now going to hear from Alana Slade. We heard Addison couldn't make it because of an emergency of someone she knew, and so we will hear from Alana to share her word with us.
Good evening.
Good evening.
When I was younger, I really hated coming to religious school. really tell you why. I just didn't want to go. There was even a period there where I didn't want to be Jewish at all. I wanted to be a Buddhist because they didn't believe in a God, only inner happiness. I was particularly upset when my ballet teacher told me that I'd be able to go on point earlier if I took an extra ballet class on Wednesdays, and my parents wouldn't let me go because of religious school. Anyway, the time came around to study for my bat mitzvah, and I didn't really thinking of it as a spiritual journey into this new phase of my life. I more so took it as a challenge. I wanted to read all of the Torah, and I wanted to read the Haftorah from the scroll, just to prove that I could. And then I wanted to throw a big party with all of my friends and family where everything would be about me. When my party was canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic, I was sad. But I only really cried when I was told that there might not be a service. When I went up to read the Torah that day with only my parents, sister, Rabbi Glick, and Cantor Vika, I felt this overwhelming feeling fall over me, as if that was exactly where I was supposed to be. I felt like God was talking to me, like he was telling me to try harder, to embrace my roots. And so I did. I returned to religious school after my bat mitzvah, and even after my confirmation, of course, along with my graduating peers, and I realized how much religious school meant to me. Even though I didn't always enjoy it, the religious school taught me so much. I learned about the Hebrew alphabet with Miss Julia, reading, writing, and Torah with Miss Crook, Hebrew and biblical stories with Mora Tali and Mora Eileen, prophets and judges with Mora Janet, and finally Talmud with Mr. Stopek. My teachers gave me a love for Judaism that I can only hope will grow in the future, and I will be forever grateful for this gift. Over the years, this temple has always been there for me, providing knowledge, opportunities, friends, and a supportive community. If I could give any advice to the next generation of Koven Religious School students, it would be to not take it for granted. Even if you're not enjoying the lesson, soak it up. Learn as much as you can. Ask questions. Your teachers know more than you can even imagine. Take every opportunity. It will shape you into a strong-minded adult with strong Jewish values. 2 years ago, at our confirmation, Mr. Schwartz gifted my peers and I this book, which I meant to bring, but I'm now realizing that I forgot. Text Messages, a Torah commentary for teens. The book is essentially a collection of essays, each written by a different rabbi or Jewish educator from around the country, and each about a different Torah portion. Well, I'm sure my classmates have all finished it by now. I have been working through it slowly. Some nights I read one, some I read 2 or 3, and sometimes I go a few weeks without reading any. A few nights ago, I read Robert Milner's essay, because that's what Jews do, about the Torah portion, Balak, from the Book of Numbers. The essay centered around the verse, "There's a people that dwells apart, not reckoned among the nations." And it was about how Jews are supposed to set themselves apart from other groups through their acts of tikkun olam. The Torah commands us to save the world, and my religious school teachers have taught me more about that than anything. My peers and I have been taught how to make mishloach manot, support those who are having a hard time, and give back to our communities. If there's one thing that I hope to take away from my years of learning, it would be that. Judaism is not only about the praying and the observing, it's about being a certain quality of human. It's about caring for your community and doing the right thing even when it's not really what you want to do. I'm incredibly grateful to all of my teachers, Mr. Schwartz, Rabbi Glick, Cantor Vika, and Mr. Shapiro for all of these lessons. I know that I would not be the person that I am today without all of you. I want to thank my classmates for putting up with all of my chitter-chatter over the years. And thank you to Caroline for joking around with me and always being a shoulder for me to cry on. And of course, I want to thank my parents for making me come to Hebrew school even when I didn't want to. And for always loving me no matter where I was in my Jewish journey. Thank you and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. So I'd like to share a few words, and keeping in mind Addison and Eric as well. So when I think about this graduating class, first as they were all talking about, I think about them as madrichim, and there's nothing I like better than to see them in the hallways teaching the younger students, or even being in a classroom. That's not an easy thing to do. Some of those classrooms are big, and there's a lot of young students, and it takes a lot of commitment and dedication, and a certain sense of responsibility to the other students in this community. So I thank them for that, for junior congregation, and just for being humble Jewish leaders we heard tonight. always thirsty to know more and connect. And I think of them that each one of them in this class have their own distinct personality. That each one has their own distinct but interesting and amazing. And they're all curious. They all want to study more and have a lot to give. And I really think are capable of what they were talking about, which is transforming our world. And so the other thing I think about is I had a conversation earlier in the year with the class. And it was just this very powerful conversation. We were talking about Mount Sinai, what it could have felt like to be there at Mount Sinai, and what does it mean to receive revelation? What does it mean to receive our tradition? What is God? Where are we now? It was just very deep and interesting. Maybe one of the deepest conversations I had last year. And it just kind of just had a really special quality to it. I was really thinking afterwards, I used to be really worried about our world, but I'm not worried about our world at all anymore. I think we're in good hands. We're in a good place. Ethan, I know you weren't there that day, but I was keeping you in my mind too, and I was thinking that you're part of this conversation, whether you like it or not. And so I know you're all going to rock your worlds and our worlds, and we're proud of all of you. And I think each one of you in your own distinct way is an agent of revealing Torah, of revealing our tradition into our world. And so, as we say every year, just remember when you go to college, not to mix the colors and the whites on high temperature when you do your laundry. Remember that you have a home here. Remember to come back. And you've contributed so much, and this building is filled with your spirit and everything you've given. Just a Death Star. Those two remind us of Jerusalem at this time of year when there are dust storms that twirl around, Khamsin, with this beautiful Jerusalem-like stone surrounding us. We bring it all together. But I want to thank each one of you for sticking it out, and for sometimes it takes that extra mile you put into it, and suddenly you discover how much you love what you're doing. And I want to thank your teacher, Mr. Stopek, for the wonderful lessons and teachings and the love he brings to everything he's doing. So we're going to sing Mazel Tov a little bit later on. We are also thank our teachers, and of course thank the parents for, it's not a small commitment, bringing twice a week over many, many years to this building and pushing this, when they're not always in the mood for yet another school, hour of school, a few hours of school after you've already been to school. And that's why we try and make this place not only a school, but a place that's also a place of fun and of belonging and of well-being and of community. So we're going to now stand as we turn to our age-old verses about observing Shabbat, V'shamru, on page 46. Please remain standing. We have our silent Amidah for Friday nights, page 47 through to page 52. Silent. The words in our prayer book or the words in our hearts. Face east. Say shalom, shalom, Omahu, Yaseh, shalom. Oh, say shalom, shalom, Omahu, Yaseh, shalom. Oh, Yaseh. Aseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imeu Amen. Yai lai yai lai yai lai lai yai lai yai lai lai yai lai yai lai yai lai yai lai 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 yai lai yai lai yai lai lai yai lai yai lai 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 yai lai yai lai yai lai lai yai lai 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 yai la 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 yai la 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 yai la 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 yai la 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 oh.
Kiddush for Shabbat, page 55.
Please rise.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei v'yadav. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu. Shabbat kodsho v'yahava v'ratzon yidchilanu zikaron l'masei bereshit ki hu yom tchilah l'mikra'e kodesh zecher l'tzilat Mitzrayim. Anu achata, Yotanu kidashta, Nikoamim, Shabbat Kodshecha, B'yahava u'ratzon, Inkaltan. Baruch atah Adonai, Mikadesh HaShabbat.
Please be seated. Chaim. Shabbat Shalom. When I was in high school, I spent a year where I studied 2 years, studied very much in depth the Holocaust, and specifically studied a lot about Nazi propaganda. And one of the parts that just struck me was the whole element of that propaganda that was about the Jewish people as the wandering Jew. There's all these images, films about it, right? Who had no home and they were just spreading all over the world, spreading our effect around the world. And it struck a nerve on me, partly because at that point in my life I had lived in many places around the world. And I felt a little bit like that. And I knew we had a Jewish home. I was born in Israel. I knew that the Jewish people were no longer homeless. But somehow I felt that, the wandering Jew is just a part of what it means to be Jewish. And of course in a very different way than the twisted way that the Nazis were trying to portray it. But somehow that wandering is part of who we are. Part of always being in motion, always seeking. We have this tradition of always going to the promised land, which is of course a physical land, the land of Israel. But for thousands of years, it was also just a spiritual place. Rabbi Nachman says, wherever you're walking, you're always walking to the land of Israel. They call it the higher Israel. So there's just a beauty and knowledge also that was picked up from all of that wandering through millennia of exile. And sometimes when we wander, it's done in physical miles. And sometimes when we wander, it's done in mind miles, and heart miles, and in soul miles. But we don't actually leave the place where we are. Because we all try and go a few more steps in our road to truth, to justice, to peace. And it's not such a bad thing to be wandering. because as the Jewish people, we did bring our effect wherever we did in a positive way too. And we had this tradition, the Shekhinah went with us. Wherever we were, the Shekhinah went with us. It brought a little piece of the Jewish people and our values. We brought God. And in fact, the very first Jew, Avraham, is known as Avraham HaIvri. Abraham in Hebrew, the word, verb la'avor, to cross over, to go, the journey. He left everything he knew to go on that same journey of discovery. Discover new life and new sights. He brought the truth about God as he saw it, and he exposed untruth. And he discovered a lot of beautiful things. This is still what we do. We try and bring new things wherever we are. And on the way to all those challenging times we've had over thousands of years, we've also seen a lot of beautiful sights and picked up a lot of beautiful sounds. And our wandering, whether it's been inner or outer miles, inner miles or outer miles, has brought a lot of good things to all those in our world who seek goodness, all those in our world who want peace, for the bare minute of humanity. I think because maybe through all of it we understood that part of being a human being is that sense of wandering as we try and find our true home. And in Kabbalah, human beings ourselves were called Haholchim, we're called the people who wander. Just to be a human being means we're always seeking something out of that tension of life. As the rabbinic tradition says, on one hand we have our good side, and on the other side we have our not so good side. And within the friction of the two, we just end up journeying and experiencing things, learning, evolving, finding our way. Because it's good to wander, but it's also good to find our way home, which is why we're wandering. Rabbi Shlomo Karlbach says in our Parsha, which is all about the priests, and we're supposed to be a nation of priests. What does it mean to be a priest? It means we're compelled to grow, and through that growth to teach others, to heal the world, to help the needy, to bring healing where there is a need of repair, to be like Abraham and Sarah, who felt compelled to journey to discover new things. So when I was in rabbinical school, we had a class where we were asked to come up with a ritual that did not exist. And the ritual that I came up with, which did not exist, was a ritual. At the time I was in my early 30s, how to say goodbye to graduating students when they're leaving the home for the first time. And so the way I imagined it, I thought you would be in the doorway of your house before you get in the car, or whatever it is. You have a little bag where you give them zuzah, maybe, a chumash and some other things. And I thought you would blow the shofar. It's kind of like a sign of like something really momentous is about to happen here. Not sure how much that makes sense, but it is something very momentous that happens through a whole period of time. Through all those endless applications to universities, through all those years in religious school, through those long months preparing for that long process. And then what happens, and maybe the ritual is even more for the parents and for their children. You blow the shofar and you say, wow, there's some big change here. One block of energy in our house is suddenly not going to be there in the same way as it was before. And that's a big change. It really is a life cycle moment. And so to the graduating students, you're about to wander into the world, because this is what we do. We believe it's part of life. And spread everything you're about, where you come from, absorb new things, bring Jewish values, expand values. It's good to wander, but it is good to come home. And I know you're going to come home because of vacation, and you're going to come home to Europe. So we hope you come home a little bit to this home too, to this home, and then you can, because along that journey, there's those moments where the road becomes a little bit uneven and you need to refresh, and this can be a place for that. And I had a graduate from many years ago who came just a few weeks ago for that purpose. But we'll be here for you, whatever happens. We're here for you if you want to come home to this other home. And we hope that as you experience all those things, that some of what you learned here will help you cross over, like Abraham and Sarah, as all of us, as we face all the rivers of life, we face all the challenges and wonderful opportunities. We try and grow, become even better versions of who we are, and fulfill our mission, bring truth and justice and peace into our broken world. Shabbat Shalom. Please rise for Aleinu. We're on page 56.
כחולות השמיים ויוסר הארץ ומושלם יקרו בשמיים עמה ושכינת עוזו וגופן אלוהים הוא אלוהינו אינו אפס מלכנו אפס עולתו רק כתוב בתורתו ידעת היום השבות לבביך כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים כמעט ועל הארץ מתחת אינו ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד ושמו
Please be seated. We turn to our Mourner's Kaddish page. This happened before the storm, just waiting for us to finish. We're observing the following yard saints this evening: Jacob Applebaum, Max Bashuk, Isaac Aaron Bloom, Harold Brazil, Wallace David Cohn, Isaac Myron Felsher, Victor Fogelson, Sol Ganellan, Louis Gang, Suzanne Gertz, Ella Glasser, Jay Greengard, Harry L. Lipnick, Stanley Horwich, Raymond Kalman, Bertha Crateman, John Lesnar, Morris Mednick, William Newman, Dorothy Newton, Virginia Bogey, Joseph Rosen, Claire Schmidt, Leon Schneider, Irving Seltz, Felix Silverstein, Bess Scabell, Sarah Spiegel, Samuel J. Sussman, Mildred Taft, Rita Valance, Murray Weintraub, Blossom Sadell Wilson, Veronica Wolf, Abraham Zahn, Ruth Zimbler. If you're observing a yard site or morning, please rise and join us in the word of the Kaddish. Yid Kadal, the Yid Kadash, and Miriam Haba. Yamad, Yivrak, Yote, Yimich Machute, Yechayechon, Yomechon, Yechayeh, Lekovei, Israel, Bagalav, Yishman, Karim, Yivu, Amen. Yehi Shmei, Rabba, Mevorach,
Oh, that's where you guys are.
Yeah, and also there's a table that's for no goal, just goal. Yeah, it actually calls
To complete our gratitude tonight, we express thanks to all of our. Is this reading yet? Okay, good, we're good. We express thanks to all of our teachers and our principal, Mr. Schwartz, as a holy dust comes to give us. They've been tasked in our day and age to not only fill our students' minds with all the information they need to know, prayers, Hebrew, Judaism, but also to make a feeling of belonging, of fun, of engagement. And that's not an easy task, that's a gargantuan task. And so we thank all of our teachers for their amazing love of study, education, exploration, and for their imparting it to our students. We're thankful to Julia Sachs, Andy Kirshner, Jesse Henry, Janet Balnick, Mark Stopik, Eileen Rappaport, Charles Shapira, Courtney Harris Black, our principal David Schwartz, and we're going to do a little bit singing actually afterwards. Mr. Schwartz, sorry? This is Janet, yeah. And we'll now have a presentation from Mr. Schwartz.
Okay, in recognition of the impending dust or rain, we're going to make this fast. Graduates, could I have you up here, please? So, thank you to each of you. You each contributed in general in the way that students do. In particular, Sadie, thank you for your help with the classroom. Ethan, for your help with student congregation, and Alana for bringing dance in Israel to our community. For you, we have a certificate saying Mazel Tov, you graduated, and a Tanakh, pocket size. Hopefully you'll take it with you on the next step of your journey. Alana, Ethan, Sadie, and a special surprise. We have pictures of you from your years throughout the Hebrew school here.
Yay.
So you can look through and recognize and bring back memories. And finally, a special siyum blessing when we finish a period of study of Talmud or, in this case, Hebrew school. There's a hadran, which is a traditional blessing, and this has been modified for this setting. So I'll just read this quickly. Our God and God of our ancestors, who graciously endows us with intelligence, wisdom, perspective, understanding, and the infinite capacity for empathy and kindness, may our students and the students of our students be found worthy of merit and return safely to their study. We ask them for peace and love and kindness. May they be blessed with all they need, with their own intelligence, with their own understanding, and with the wisdom they need for a lifetime of learning, and with the strength of heart and soul to apply that learning to mending an imperfect world. May it be your will that they return soon to their learning. May they be kept safe and secure in their identity, their faith, in the embrace of their people and culture. May the threshold to their new places of learning be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May they thrive in leading us, we your people Israel, for now and in the future. And to that we can all say, Amen.
Amen.
Hey, thank you very much.
Simen Tov u'Mazel Tov.
Hey, Simen Tov u'Mazel Tov Yelanu, 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 Yelanu, Ulecho Yisrael, Yelanu, Yelanu, Ulecho Yisrael. Hey, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. One more time. Simen Tov u'Mazel Tov Yelanu, 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 Lecho Yisrael, Yelanu, Yelanu, Lecho Yisrael. Yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai, yai lai 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 lai
Mazel Tov. If you spent any time in Israel, this happens for over 2 months, many, many times. It's exactly like this. Just a bit of sand in the air, it changes. It's a lovely, lovely reminder of that. We're going to finish. We have one more because the announcements are just, we have services tomorrow, and we're going to be celebrating. We're going to have dinner over there afterwards. We have Yigdal. Yigdal is on page 62. Thank you.
First verse and last verse? First verse and last
You don't
verse.
have to. Let's maybe we should do the Adon Olam since people know Adon Olam.
Adon Olam.
Asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra le'nasa b'chefso kol azay melech shemo nikra ve'acharei kilod hakol levado yimlo nora ve'u